Welcome to Spiritual Events Directory community. Welcome to Wellness Conversations, the Woo-Woo series. The Woo-Woo series. I think that we are up and running there.
Yep.
Beautiful. We are
we're streaming live.
We're streaming live. Beautiful. Well, Wellness Conversations, the Woo-Woo series. This week, joining our conversation, we've got Margaret Ioannidis from Spirit Tests, everybody. And we are here. We are back. This is our second show. So welcome to the show, Margie. We are so thrilled to have you here.
Thank you, Michelle. It's exciting to be here on the directory. Hi, everybody out there.
In Spiritual Events Directory land.
Yes.
How exciting. So let me, there's always a few buttons to press, isn't there, Margie?
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of all the buttons that we can press.
and we're we're okay as long as it's not our buttons being pressed, huh?
Exactly right, Dal. You know, that's my motto.
I've got my Spirit
You've
Test.
Got my cup.
Got my Spirit Test mug.
I'll talk about promotion.
I've got some vodka in there.
I love it. Love it.
Just some boring old lemon and ginger herbal tea there. But yeah, so welcome, Margie. Margie, as you know,
thanks.
This is all about the spiritual, all about the woo-woo. This is, we're going to be offering our audience, those in the Zoom room and those that come in live on the page, we're going to be offering them a little bit of guidance, some oracle insight, and see how we can go with helping our audience grow better in body, mind, heart, and soul. Oh, I felt like there was a bit of a movement there behind me, Margie. And but we also want to have that spiritual conversation. You and I have been on the spiritual path for a very long time. You and I are very passionate about those deeper levels and layers in life. So I wanted to ask you first up, Margie, what was the defining moment? How did you get into, there's more to life and feeling it?
Oh, my pivotal moment would be when I had Dylan.
Yes.
My first boy, who's now 18, came into the world with a bit of a tough start, and I just knew something it's like his energy was speaking to me. That's where it hit me. I knew that there was something more. He died and he came back.
Wow.
And that's when I sort of knew, okay, and I could see it happening and warning the nurses. And, it's like you're a bit of a neurotic mother. No, he's fine. And I just knew he was going to stop breathing. And when they checked him, he was fine. And then he stopped breathing and they got me out of the way, resussed him. And, we went off to the Children's Hospital. So then fast forward 3 months after, he's home. I just kept hearing, it was like mumbling.
Really?
And it was like mumbling. I used to always go back to Paul, my husband, and go, what did you say? It's like I'd walk out of a room and then I'd go back and he would say, it's not me, Marg. So
it's not me talking.
And then I'd get visions. So it's like they'd show me like a flashcard of something. So a girlfriend of mine had lost a piece of jewelry and I saw it underneath it, like a bit of it was like a red kind of, it was like underneath, it was like wood, but it was like painted red. And I knew the girlfriend that they were talking about, and I just ended up ringing her because I've known her for such a long time. So she just would either laugh it off or whatever. So I knew I could talk to her. Yeah. And I did tell her, look, I saw your ring that you said you lost, but I see it underneath your pergola, but I know it's raw. The pergola's raw, but it's like red paint. And she said, Margaret, we only painted it red a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
So she went underneath to where I said it was and she found it. She rang me back and said she found it. So that to me, then I thought, okay.
Something's going on here. Something's coming through.
Yeah. So then, I just went, okay, I'm going to go with it. I trusted it.
Yeah. And that led you to, did that lead you to Reiki then, Margie, or did the Reiki come a little bit later? Yeah.
No, I just jump off the diving board in the deep end and off I go. So, I'll do that. I just it's like a knowingness. That's the best way I can describe it. It's like Just do it.
Yes.
I didn't really listen to this.
Yeah.
I listened to this.
Yeah, so so maybe you started to hear it first the mumbling, then it became a little bit clearer. Then did you start to see it in your vision?
Yeah, it was visions, yep. I'd always also see shadows, or I knew they were people. I knew that they were, I just knew that there was energy of past loved ones and other stuff too. So that sort of didn't develop, or I chose not to develop it. I ignored it for a long, long time. So I just went into healing. So everything I do comes from the spirit world. So it's just a tool to distract you from not looking and just being in front of somebody. So for me, it's like, I just know it's I can't explain it apart from that I know what I know. And
yes. But you also have you went on that healing journey. You're an alchemist healer. You you did the Reiki, became a Reiki master. You did kinesiology, so you've got the kinesiologist title as well. You've also got the forensic healer modality. You've now got the access bars and the access consciousness tools. So you are definitely an alchemist healer, but all of your insights and you call it your spiritual support team. You sort of really listen to your body, you really feel it. You're kind of
it's like the pendulum.
Yes.
So it's like your mind will go, oh, this is nuts. I remember doing a healing on someone and I could just hear hot dog with sauce. It's like an energy of a hot dog with sauce. And I will sort of went, oh, I'm not hungry. What? Like I sort of went into my head. So anyway, I wrote it down and I dismissed it. And then, but when I was talking and back to the client about the energy of the body, I said, look, I've got to say it. And I know this sounds probably crazy. I kept hearing a hot dog with sauce. And that's when she sort of went, oh, I have one every day for lunch.
Wow.
So I sort of went, oh, well, maybe they were saying slow down, or I don't know. I don't know what that meant. I just kept hearing hot dog with sauce.
Yeah.
And that sort of happens though, Shal. When you hear things or you know things, that energy, you do go, what are you talking about?
What's going on?
Like a hot dog with sauce, of all the things you want to relay to a client from the spirit world.
It's not very profound. It's not very philosophical, is it?
Well, it was for her. She was quite blown away because
exactly.
She was like, you know what I have for lunch all the time, and I was working on her body. So it was
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes the messages come through to you. As you say, it's always about just, you're the vehicle through which the messages are traveling between, the divine and us as earthly beings. And in numerology, of course, because I've done your profile, Margie, you've got 11s all over the place, and 11 is that master number, as you know. So in numerology, we all have intuition, but some of us are tuned in. We're all tuned in at different levels, and 11 is tuned in at the highest level. So it's very easy for you to pick up all of that chit-chatter going on up there, and to bring that down here. And as you said, but you've got to trust that you're the deliverer, you're the postman, the postwoman. And then sometimes the messages are just to validate. Oh, hot dog with sauce, and you say hot dog with sauce, and she goes, yeah, I do have a hot dog with sauce every single. Like that's important because it's every single day.
And she was working on her body for certain areas of what she was eating. So
wonderful.
My mind is always. It truly is a channel or a knowingness or an energy. You can call it many things. For me, it's just that I know what I know. And I can't tell. I'm not a person to say your mum told me, your dad told me, your brother told me, your sister told me. I just go, I know what I know. And it comes if it's from someone that seeks comfort in you, well then that's who it's from. They're the ones that always watch over you. They're always there for you. And we talk to them all the time. And of course they're gonna be there. It's just sometimes as humans we would like to see them in the physical sense, and that's
yes,
just
exactly.
You know.
Well, I thought we'd take we'll do a little check-in, because we've got we've got half a dozen people in the Zoom room.
Cool.
So ladies, you know, on Spiritual Events Directory page, here we are on every Sunday 6 to 7 p.m. wellness conversations presented by our wellness community. So we would love you to come into our wellness community as well and join. You'll find Margie. We're going to put Margie's community on the post afterwards as well. You know, we'd love you to come and join all these other communities that are all offering just this fabulous insight into the spiritual and just how to get better, isn't it, Margie? Just how to, you know.
It brings us a lot of joy, a lot of fun.
Exactly.
We all support one another.
Exactly. You know, so we just, but ladies, we would like you to come into the Zoom room. If you come into the Zoom room, I posted the link about 5. There's another post on the page with the Zoom room link. We'd love you to come in here, register, because in here we can guarantee you a reading. We can also read after our time is up on the page, but we'll also do some random readings. I just wanted to read out some of them, Margie, so we can say hello.
Okay.
We've got quite a lot of lovely ladies tuning in, Margie. We've got hello to Heather Ellis. We've got Priscilla. Hello, Priscilla. Tracy, Olivia, Annabelle. Wow. And Annabelle says, hot diggity door with sauce. Tracy Munro. We've got Laura,
Hi,
Casey,
everyone.
Narelle, Anna, Trees, Rachel, Annabelle, Anne-Marie, Nikki, Sharon, Kelly. Wow. There's a whole lot of gorgeous ladies watching, and we're going to try and read for grateful
that you've come on to listen to us have a conversation. So it's really cool. And we laugh a lot. We do laugh a lot. Relax and enjoy the show.
And just enjoy the show. And look, what we might do, Margie, we might actually say, you know, because if you're drawn to the show and you're watching us now, then there's something in it for you. So if you have a question, you know, try and sort of you know, rather than now let's try and define the question, and let's see what we can, how we can help you, and what we can do to give you some oracle insight, guidance, and whatever. We've got a lot of tools here, haven't we, Margie? We might go to the Zoom first, and we'll say, okay, who has a question in here that we can start off with? Who has a question here we could start off with, ladies?
Well, there's a few here, isn't there, in the room even?
Oh, it's awesome. Who has a question in here we could start off with? Who let's see, somebody's coming in, and I'll check the page as well. And we just want to, I love it, Margie. I love basically, for me as well, I've got a strong spiritual support team. I started to meet my spirit guides, I don't know, 20 years ago through a fabulous meditation course that I did. And like you know, it's wonderful. It's so wonderful to be in touch with your spirit guides, to know who they are and how they serve you, and to be able to check in with them, Margie. Hey, it's reassuring.
They really help you. And the biggest thing that I talk to my tribe people, clients, you know, that I say to them, just ask them. If you know that there's someone around, you've obviously asked for guidance, you've asked for something, ask them to go get it for you, go assist you, show you the road for it, and just then surrender to that, because signs will show up. It's about you being in tune into the body. I'm a big body talk person.
Yes.
So, you know, your body doesn't lie. Your body doesn't have a point of view. It doesn't judge you. It will show you exactly where you're meant to go. It's just, you know, a little frontal lobe mind just sort of tends to go, hang on a minute, I'm in charge. Are you sure you're right? So, you know, it's just, and play with it. Don't have fun with it. Be light with it. If it's light in your body to follow that sign, I'd say go for it, you know.
Yes, lovely. So, well, we've got a question here from, we've got Dot in the Zoom room, and Dot's question, we'll see what comes up for you, Dot, but Dot's got, does next year hold a lot of change for me? So
I just drew out a card.
Yippee!
Yes, Dot. The thing, can I go? Can I?
You go. You just go.
Okay. All right. The biggest thing here, Dot, is that, there's an energy here, which is a beautiful, soft energy that surrounds you. And it's, things will change. And sometimes when you have when you know what your goal is and what road you're choosing, sometimes it looks the opposite of what you're thinking. So if you do the best that you can to stay connected into the energy center of your body, you will find that people will start to show up and assist you on the direction that you really would like to go on. There's different changes happening as well. So one thing that I'm hearing right now, that your beautiful energy that follows you around, that assists you, and even in times that you must talk to somebody, and that is in the spirit world or connected, or if there's angels, but there is definitely an energy here telling me to say, make sure that you don't listen to the outside world, especially if there's someone there that, is really loves and adores you. It could be a close friend, female. Just know you do what your body tells you to do. Follow that energy, because yes, there's lots of different changes for you, and they are going to be good. And some might be a bit, whoa, where did that come from? Don't change tracks. Stay on the track that you're choosing to go, because things will change for you, and especially near the start of the year too. It will be cool. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm aware I have guys that do ask for help, but would like to know him or them more, would like some more guidance in general. What info comes up for me?
That's Laura. Yeah, that's Laura.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was Dot. Hang on, Laura. I've got that question. So, yeah, I don't know if that's helping.
Yep, that's beautiful.
Dot. Yep. So
that's awesome.
Okay, so I'll do Laura. You want me to go on with
Laura. So Laura says, I am aware that I have guides. I do ask for help. Dot said, thanks so much, Maggie. Yeah, Laura said, I do ask for help, but would like to know him or her or them a little bit more. Would like some guidance in general. What info comes up for me?
Sure.
Beautiful.
Okay. So the Father Healing card comes up here. So the male aspect of okay, here we go. So there is, and I'm hopefully it's okay for me to say whatever I am meant to say here. So I will just be very wary, because sometimes things can come up, and but there is definitely a part of you here, Laura Ann, is it, that I'm answering for? Is that there's a part of you that's got to be healed here, not as in anything that's wrong with you, but the male energy part of you, or the male energy that's been in your life that has been able to, that has actually maybe caused some heartache somewhere along, your journey. It's about dropping it into the earth. I know that you are very much aware that you have spirit guides, and there's a him and her, and the guidance in general that I'm giving is that go out and do what you've got to do for you. Don't hold back anymore. There's things that hold back because of what this male energy just keeps coming through. So I'm not sure if you've got a father that's passed on, or a grandfather. It feels like more of a father energy for me though. And it's just that dropping whatever that has been taught, or dropping any pain that has been had from any lineage from that, and throw it down to the earth, and know that he's a go ahead, go and follow what you and your energy truly brings you joy and lights you up. And it's okay to speak up now, Okay, but he caused a lot of grief. All right, so there's a male energy here that's telling you this. So
my father's still alive, but he causes a lot of grief in my life.
Yeah, but so this male energy might be him, the guide. I'm not really sure, but it feels like a father energy. So I'm not sure. So if you caused you a lot of grief, So it's about dropping all that and knowing that, your DNA can be changed. You don't have to take on board and allow that stuff to slip through your mind. It's really something that it is. It's a very strong male energy here that comes through. So it could be part of your spirit team, or it could be something else, a lineage from your dad. I'm really unsure about that. I'm not going to sort of take pot luck, but it is a very strong male energy. I hope that's helped.
Lovely. We've got now Mika. Mika put her hand up there.
Okay.
I wonder if Mika's got a question. We might wait to hear if she's got a question. We might do someone from the page. We've got. I did ask. Oh, hold on a moment, Margie. Sure. This is absolutely. So how are you? There's Mika. Okay, Mika says hi. Mika, we'd like to. If you've got a question to ask Margie, if you could just quickly type that for us, that'd be terrific. And just to everybody else, the Spiritual Events Directory audience that's watching us at the moment, thank you so much for tuning in. We are absolutely thrilled to be here on the page and to have you tuning into our wellness conversation, the Woo Woo series. If you want to be guaranteed a reading, we'd love you to come into the Zoom room. And the link to register, I posted that just before we came on live. So there is a post on the page with the link to the Zoom room. All you have to do is click on that, sign up and click on the link. It'll bring you right into the Zoom room. So now we've got Mika. Yeah, Mika, I'll read this one out to you, Margie. Mika, if you could please give me an idea of where things are going with our future.
Our future or your future? How many people you're talking, lovey?
Yeah, our future.
Or your future. I'm going to focus on you.
Yeah, beautiful. Me. She said me.
Yeah, cool, hun. All right. So this is how I work.
Yes.
And I'm going to
tell us how you work. Yes.
Yeah, I don't tell you how your future is going to turn out or where it's going. I can give you certain tools and ideas of what the energy is showing me.
Yes.
Because I'm not taking anyone's power away. I just don't do that.
It's about empowering them, isn't it, Margie? It's about empowering you too. Yeah.
Like everything I say here is really from an energy base, and you take whatever is light for you. Some things may be a little bit, oh, that doesn't sit right. Oh, that's not the answer. I don't try to know him. I just am who I am and go flow with wherever that energy goes. But the first thing I'm going to say, though, is that there's different ideas that you do have. And there is one particular idea for your future goal is that stop changing your mind on it. Stop changing and wondering if it's going to be right or wrong. I'm getting that you have to really follow what your purpose is or what makes your body or brings you joy in your life. I just feel like you've done so much for others that now that 2020 is coming in, there's going to be so many different possibilities. What that exactly is, no, it's not showing. I don't know that. All I know is that I see different roads in front of me, and there's different energies that are coming through here that you can go down any road. And you know what? Something that they're saying, if you by any chance go down a certain pathway for a new job opportunity, say, well then, and if you get halfway down that track, you can change tracks and try something else or give something else a go, because it is time for you, Mika. This energy is just, I feel this heaviness around me, and it just feels like, you've been really doing everything that you can. It's time for change, and it is entirely up to you. Don't wait any longer. You don't have to have a sign for anyone to say that's a great idea, especially from the spirit world or the universe. The energy will support you. Just ask and remember to stay in flow. I could keep.
Mika said that she's been in a car accident and can't do anything.
Right. Okay.
So again, it might be, Margie, the way that you were talking. Then it actually also could be when you were saying about having to choose. No matter what we've been through in life, what I have found. It's not what happens to us in life; it's how we actually respond to it, no matter what that is. And some of us have. Some of us have had some really terrible things happen, but you still have a choice.
You can't do anything is that you can't move at all, because the energy that is coming through to me is that there's movement, there's change.
Yes.
So, it's about that car accident.
Yes, that's Tracy. That's Tracy Hazel there.
Yeah.
I'll shepherd those messages there for you. But no, Mika's saying that she can move.
You can move.
So exactly.
Okay. All right. So so then what you're like, I'm being honest. I see movement, I see change, I see take that. You have a long journey. Okay, so call upon the energy of who you truly believe in to come through, or someone that can help you to. It's like someone can help you with the body, someone can help you with your energy, someone can help you. Your angels, if you choose, if that's what you rely on or talk to or know that they answer you, for sure, because I do see movement, I see changes, I see changing tracks, I see a new direction. So I don't see restraint. So
that's awesome.
And it's interesting, that car accident was,
and it's also interesting. It's also interesting how Mika's gone from I can't do anything to I can. It's just that there's a long journey ahead. So I guess, Mika, what so that was just, it's really in how you're going to interpret that story.
Exactly. And energy changes. Energy can do a lot of things.
And it can change just like that.
People. We can. And our physical body is what we rely on. And when our physical body stops and something occurs, we then have a belief system, God, it's just going to take forever. And that's fair enough. It's traumatic on the body.
And then it will.
Yeah. But if you can actually harness in and call upon your angels to help you with that energy, lots of changes will occur. I see movement. Everything's the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing's the opposite of what it appears to be. There is change. So
How awesome. So Margie, we've got we might just do we might see who you're drawn to on the page as well. But yes, we do want people to come into the Zoom room. We'd love for you to register. We'd love for you to register and come into the Zoom room, because if we can't do everyone in the Zoom room, we've got your email and we can follow you up with a mini reading. You can ask the question and we can follow you up over the course of the next 24 hours, but we can't do that on the page. So let's have a little look at some of the questions on the page here, Margie, before we go to more. But it's wonderful. We've got about 28 people tuning in, which is just awesome. I was going to go to...
Thank you.
So excellent. Thank you. We'll have more of that. We'll have much more of that. We had Helen did... Heather Ellis did say, my granddaughter is 13 years old and she's going through a rough time. Could you please help? I did say to Heather, do you have a question we can ask you, Margie? But if anything comes through, maybe you can just say it out loud. So her 13-year-old granddaughter going through a tough time.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything coming through?
I'm just getting that there is help for her. Yeah, it feels like it's a real there is changes. There is changes, but again, it's a bit of work. I just find she's not actually saying what's really happening. It's like I want to say, but it's like it's not coming, like that kind of energy. And when it comes to kids, they go through so much and there's a lot of internal struggle there. I just feel a lot of internal struggle and something, it's like there's a lot of changes happening in her body and of people around her. I would like to say what it is, but it's like I can't say it. So to me, it's like there's something she's not actually expressing that she's got to express, even though she's having a difficult time, and you may or may not know. I'm not getting what it is, but all I know is that I just feel really tight and restrained, and some healing or something, some energy to help her release that tightness in her body, and that just, it feels like it's unworthiness. Not that she's not worthy of anything, but it's just that type of feeling that knowingness I'm getting, that the body's just, it doesn't feel light, it feels heavy. That's all. I'm sorry, I don't know if that helps, but that's all I'm receiving right now with that.
Okay, I might draw. Maybe I'll just draw a little card from this deck as well, Maggie.
Draw a little card.
Which is this the Angel Feather Oracle. Awesome little deck here by Michelle Nushin. Let's have a little look. I always feel, with teenagers, it's such a difficult time anyway, isn't it, Margie? It's a very difficult time. You've got a couple of teenagers. You've got 3 of them. You got 3 teenagers.
Yeah, I've got two. Yeah, well, I've got an adult 18-year-old with special needs, and I have a teenager and I have one that's not teenager but's going on to an adult. So
you know what it's like.
But I just there's an energy of there is change. I can't see that.
Well, this one says a special blessing. With immense excitement, the angels announce that you are to receive a special blessing. Angelic joy will radiate to you through this blessing. So perhaps a little bit along the lines of what you were saying, Margie, that I guess the first step towards helping anybody or helping ourselves is actually to be able to define the real problem, because sometimes what we think is the problem is not really the problem. So perhaps so perhaps with your granddaughter, what you think is the problem may not actually be the problem, as Margie was saying. Perhaps the problem is deeper than that and lies in self-esteem issues, in issues of worthiness, and perhaps if we could tap into that, and without sort of getting any feedback from you, Heather, if we could tap into how she's feeling on that deeper level. To me, when you believe in yourself, when you have that higher value on yourself, when you feel capable of solving, like when you get better at problem solving, you get a little bit better at managing conflict, a little bit better at communication, then there isn't a problem that you can't solve. Hey, Margie. But when you don't feel good about yourself, when you feel hopeless, when there's less hope than hopeful. So, to me, that kind of says, there's a special blessing. Perhaps if we get her just to be thinking on that deeper level, asking the angels for some support. But the blessing to me could be found in doing some exercises to get her realizing her self-worth.
It's a weird, and like, it's not a horrible energy, it's just the energy I would like to it's like she's holding something back.
It feels heavy. And, that's right.
Or
heavy.
someone around her or something. It's just it's just an energy of something that's locked. It has to be unlocked. So it will, it's kids, and they too tend to keep a lot, and a lot of the time it's not necessarily all their stuff, but they make it theirs. And it's just something she's got to express, and and then hopefully some changes will come into it. It's just not easy when it's kids. We're so alert.
Very confusing. Very confusing phase of life, and you're really trying to fit in during that phase of life. So to me, again, it's very important. It's very important during that phase to help them accept their differentness and let them know that being different is actually the difference they've come to make, and that's what makes them unique. And we spend too much time during that phase of life trying to conform, and that can lead to a lot of being ill at ease and dis-ease.
And usually when we ignore signs about certain things and not doing certain things, and we ignore them, there's things that then occur, and and then we tend to self-blame, and it's not even, it's okay, it's an experience. It's about really being in tune with your body and the energy. Your body is the one that has the energy, and we're infinite beings, and we can change if we really tap into the potency of that energy.
At a drop of a hat, we can absolutely change. I've done it over and over again in my own life, honestly, in how I think and how I feel. I can absolutely attract positive and negative just by changing my inner world, my inner being. I can, we all have that power. So Vicky's question in the Zoom room, Margie, is related to career. Is she in the right career? Let's see what comes up for Vicky.
Well, I can't say if it's right or wrong. If your body is light about it, it's definitely something to go with, for sure. I'm not going to say if it's right or wrong for you, Dole. I do know that there is some changes around career. Whether you've just started something new, it doesn't mean it's not an add-on or you're stuck in something. If you've chosen something that brings you joy to your body and that doesn't really drain your brain or your mind, I should say, not your brain, well, then it's for you. If it brings you to get up in the morning and to jump out of bed and do what you're choosing to do, well, then, you go for it. And again, we've always, is this right? Am I going to make, is it going to bring me whatever it's going to bring me? The things that to look at is that, how's it going to feed your soul? How's it going to feed your energy? And look, and is it beneficial for you financially? They're the questions that you can even ask the actual career of what you're choosing. I talk to everything. Everything to me is an energy. I'll talk to spiritists. I'll talk to my computer. I talk to the energy of what I would like. Is this going to contribute to me and my body?
Yeah. Can you give us an example of that, Margie?
As in, what do you mean?
Yeah, so give an example of, anything recently where you've had a bit of conflict about something and how you ask the question,
Yeah, so I have lots of conflicts. I'm a human being as well. So there was something that I was choosing to do for my business. And I was like, when I get asked certain things, I tend to go to my mind and go, nah, I'm not doing that. That's not me. It's just a mechanism because we are told many things as we grow and learn. And I went into, okay, no, stop the drama, Marg. I have that conversation. And I walk into my spiritist temple and I go, okay, how will this contribute to my body? Will this contribute to my body? Will this bring me joy? So, and then, I don't look for an answer because that for me disempowers me, because then that sort of gets in the way. And what then shows up is like another sign. Then I got another message about this particular opportunity and what it'll bring. And then I happened to open a book, and then I happened to be driving and I saw a particular sign, and I went, okay, well, I don't wait for 3. 1 is pretty good for me. But sometimes if I sort of go in my mind and go, oh, did I look for that? What else is there?
Symbolism,
I'm always in the question. And it just brings lightness to the body. It doesn't feel, there's no feelings to it. It's just light. And then I went, okay. And I haven't looked back ever since.
And Heather just said, I agree, Margie. Heather just said, about her granddaughter. Heather just said, thank you so much. So that's awesome. She was, she did hear us there, which is lovely. And I agree, great. Margie, we did the Dream Vision Board workshop today with Karen Casbar Designs, and honestly, the energy and how it flowed, because all of us in the room, are on the path and into the energy and just sitting in our being and being so present in this workshop today. You wouldn't have believed the energy was just flying off the sheet. We literally said something and it happened. We were driving to the retreat and to the workshop, and Sally said, you know what, I'd love to go to a retreat next year. I'm not sure which one. Get to Karen's, and Connie starts talking about a possibility of doing this particular thing, retreat at her place. I was looking at I wanted to do get my numerology cards sorted out for next year. I basically see this it was spiritual to put on my board. It was spiritual life coaching type thing. I turned it over, and on the back was Michelle, spelt with 1 L. That sort of happened all day. We said it and it appeared.
And things like that blow you away.
Blows me away.
And that is, and the more that you get these signs and you are like, it takes you like, whoa, just ask, I'll have more of that energy, please. I'd like more of that contribution to me, thanks. Yeah.
Because I love how you say that. Yes, I love how you say that. And ever since you said that, I've been saying it,
I know. I've been
saying, I love it. I go, every time something good has happened to somebody else, instead of sitting in self-pity, why them, why not me? becoming the victim or sitting in martyrdom. I've been going or you know, being jealous or envious, which, look, these are all normal, natural emotions and states to be in. They're normal and natural. Just don't stay there too long. But I've been doing what you suggested with I'll have some of that. So every time, and then what happens is you are thrilled for all these fabulous things happening to everybody else, because then you're going, I'll have some of that, I'll have some of that. And you know what, since I've been doing that all the time, I am getting so much more of all that is fabulous. And Nick just said, you know, about the vision board, because Nick was in there as well.
Yes, off the hook.
The vision board workshop was off the hook. It was so amazing. So we might go, Margie, we might go to another reading on the page. Let's see who we got here. Let's see. Okay. Leanne Steele, she would love a relationship card, please. I actually just had one come up before. It was funny about relationships. Shall I pull a card?
Is that for you or for me?
Yeah, well, that's for both of us. You go, you go.
Okay, I've got dream big about it.
Wow,
dream big
awesome.
about it. Yeah, like really, you know, stop looking. Like you may say I'm not. Actually, truly surrender it and know that if you have the greatest relationship with yourself, like we all have that stuff going on in here. If you can tap into, you know, that you like all bits of you and have a good relationship with yourself, dream big, because I do see this person coming through, and I don't see it like, you know, through dating sites or through parties or pubs or whatever. It's just like, it's just the weirdest I'm going to just say it. It looks like a coffee shop. That's what it looks like for me. Like my coffee shop could be totally different to your coffee shops. I don't know.
Awesome.
It's not yet though. I just see it's like, but dream big about it. Stop squashing yourself down. Whatever has happened. You've grown from it, and we always have fragments of shit that carries on in our little mind. Just know who you are and get into that energy of, you know, that something big's about to go and happen, but always make sure that you have the freedom and independence. I'm getting that real energy of making you have that freedom and independence to keep doing what you're doing.
Lovely. And I just pulled a card, a numerology card. I've gotten 77. It says spirituality, so I'm going to follow on from what Margie said and say that, you know, dream big, and this person who is meant for you, there's going to be that, you know, spiritual connection. There'll be that spiritual connection. But the 7 there actually suggests to me, Margie, 7 is all about trust. So, you know, I'd be asking you to, have a little look at your trust, because trust issues, you know, a lack of trust in ourselves can lead to a distrust out there. And if there is that energy of a distrust in the air, then it's going to be a barrier between you and him. Okay, so really, as Margie said, you've got to drop into, you've got to surrender, you've got to dream big. You know, that spirituality card coming up for me, put it this way, you know, what's meant for you arrives on time. So you don't need to push and pull it. You do need, though, to work through your own issues. The more you clear the barriers around you that are separating you from him, the quicker he arrives. So if there's some trust issues, if you're an overthinker, okay, 7 is very analysis paralysis. So again, as Margie said, drop into your heart. If it's love you're looking for, the head ain't got no place in that equation. You need to drop into the heart. You need to clear that heart. If you've been betrayed, if you've got trust issues, if you want this guy, on the one hand you want this guy, but on the other hand you're a bit like, oh, I'm not sure. That needs to be cleared. Clear that, he will come. Because 7 and 7 is also 14, Margie, and then 4 plus 1 is 5, and that's all about change.
5. Yes. See? Numbers also tell you.
Awesome. Now let's go back to the Zoom room. Ladies, we'd love you in the Zoom room. If you haven't already, we had a question from Nick in the Zoom room, and Nick wants to, where's Nick's question?
Nick. We've got lots
We do. Where's the question for Nick? One new message. I'll draw a card for Mika in a little while. But Nick, what did Nick had a question here. I just can't see it now. You do have to navigate some comments, don't you? Nick, I would love to know, what do I need to be aware of in order to move with the most ease towards and thrive in fulfilling my purpose? So I guess
is this Nicola?
Yeah, Nicola.
Nicola?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, honestly, Nick, watch your thoughts. Like, you just go for it, girl, because you have just stopped the thinking. You know, you do the body movement, you do so much. It's like it's about to hit another. It's like it had its plateau. Like there was probably somewhere throughout the time of this year that there was really a bit of lull, and you know you were going through different changes in your body, and you were like, you know, were sorting through the garbage and all that type of stuff, and then there was this.
Yeah.
Then there's this plateau, like the plateau, and then there's this rise. Don't stop, just do. Just watch your thoughts. It's important to only be in the energy of what you desire. Okay, so what you actually desire, not what the fear, the false evidence appearing real, the trickster, called little mind, the trickster, the ego, the trickster, and you'll find that you'll have so many different opportunities that you can actually play with, and it's okay to collaborate and chat, which I know that you are doing, but it's okay to do more than one or two. It's also great to expand in different areas, because I do see this opening up for you. It's like, as I like look into your, you know, just it's like your energy field, it's just like I see the lotus, and you know, and I see this beautiful like freedom, these beautiful wings of freedom, and it's not like angel wings, it's more like I don't know if they're our wings. I don't know. They're really like they're feathered wings, but not angels as such. So it's So you know, just watch your thoughts is what I'm getting. So hopefully, that assists you and makes your body light.
Fantastic. I'm going to do a couple more.
Yeah, there was one that
go for it.
Oh, go. No, go. No, go for it.
I was going to say we might do just a couple more on the page and then come back to the Zoom room.
Okay.
And again, ladies, we'd love you to be in the Zoom room, because we can stay on a little bit longer in the Zoom room. You can be guaranteed a reading in the Zoom room, because we can always, you know, answer your questions over the course of the next 24 hours using all of our Oracle tools. I'm a leading expert in numerology. I've been studying numerology since 2003. I absolutely love numerology. Gives you insight into the personality and the path the personality is traveling on. So I can see, you know, when I do a reading for you, I can see where you are, who you are, why you are, how you got there, what's up ahead. Margie is an alchemist healer. Margie has a whole range of healing modalities under her belt, and Margie is actually a natural psychic and medium, although she doesn't like to be promoted like that, but I'm gonna put that out there.
I call them entities, which is not a bad word. There's all different types of energies I speak to, so yes.
Yeah, love it. And so I'm going to get you, let's get another reading for you, Margie. Who am I drawn to? Who are we drawn to? Kim Gratian. I would love to know if I'm on the right spiritual path, please. I can actually say, as long as you're on a spiritual path, it's right.
You're right, yeah. And you know, because my way, again, I'm not going to say if you're on the right or wrong. I see a treasure chest.
Oh, so lovely.
When you open up that, you've got lots of treasures. You've got lots of knowledge. You've had experiences in your life that you can draw upon, and that you can use that to assist others. And you know, if it's only for you, that's fantastic. There's still that treasure chest there. But again, as soon as you have that knowingness, and you know things, it's like you're a born counselor. It's just like, you know, people are drawn to you for you to be assisted, or that you're always there and help. You just know stuff as well. Even if it's harness that in for yourself, and know that you are worthy to, you know, you've got lots of treasures that you can give out to the, if it's at your purpose, if you choose that to be your purpose, or see that could be your purpose. But again, stop toing and froing, and, you know, and just know that you can give it a go. And if it doesn't make light for your body, there'll be something else. There's lots of people that can come in and assist you, and just go for it, because you know, it's abundant, and it will be drawn to you, because there's a very gentleness of this energy that I'm getting here.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm just going to quickly copying the Zoom room post, and I'll put it down here so people can see it if they want to come into the Zoom room, because we're only on here until 7 o'clock. And as usual, Margie, you know, the time goes so quickly. We've always got more to say than time in which to say it. Hey, let me come back out. There's always a comment. Beautiful. Here's the Zoom room. Beautiful. Okay, there it is there, ladies. Okay, let's see who else is asking a question that we would like to, that we're drawn to, that we can give some oracle insight and guidance on. We'd like your questions. You know, it's all about, Margie and I have all of these tools at our disposal. At the same time, you know, it's really about empowering you. It's not about telling you that you're going to meet Mr. Right in the corner of, you know, Burke and you know, Little Collins at midnight on the, you know, 27th of the 1st, 2020. We would like you to really define the question that you would like to ask us, so that we can really get very clear in the answer that will help you to clarify, to get clear on, to define, and then to be able to empower you to feel into that choice. And Mika, where is the Zoom room? Mika, you're in it.
You're in it, darling.
You're in the Zoom room. We love to call it. We love to.
Oh God! See, hopefully your body is feeling lighter too, doll. I really do hope that. So.
Okay, what about Brianna? Brianna, hello, lovelies. Would love a love reading, please. So we've got another one here that's all about love. While you're thinking, I might pull a numerology card there for you. Yeah. I love the love, Brianna.
So, yeah, I know you love the love. What was the question? She wants a love card.
So a love, would love a love reading. So I'm just going to pull a little card and see what that says about where she's at the moment. And then Margie, it's all about love. And look at the colour, heart chakra or what?
Manifestation.
That's all about manifestation. Yeah, and Margie's probably going to say the same thing. So, you know, the number 8 in numerology is very powerful and empowering. The number 8 is, you know, are you overpowering or disempowered? You know, what you need to do is step up into the middle of that energy and be empowered. You know, when you are sitting in that empowered space, then you know what you want. You know for whom you are looking. And as soon as you can define that, the universe will lay the space. It's filled it, he will come. So, you know, So manifestation, to me, you know, have you cleared, as Margie said before, you know, dropping into your heart space, but to me, have you cleared what's been? Are you really at peace now with your past? You know, so that you have space to welcome in the future. Are you clear about who you're looking for? Have you sort of made a list of the attributes, the characteristics that you would like, you know, this new man to have, or this new love? It may not be a man, it may be, you know, it's a new love. So the minute you are clear on that, honestly, it'll open up all the opportunities and all the paths that'll help you to get there. So Margie can go.
Yeah, I get healing of the heart.
Yes.
I get, you know, really don't look on the outside, really go within. And I know, it sounds cliche, it's true, but
it is
you've got to really look within. Like, that's no BS. It really is about, you know, your self-worth. Yeah. And know that, you know, if you have a lot of gratitude for even the crappy crap that we go through. Yes. I know that you've grown from that experience. Yeah, just, you know, just have that time for you And even though, you know, don't be stubborn. Like, don't be stubborn.
Exactly. Eight can be really,
don't be stubborn. Yeah, you know, it's really, yeah. Of course, there's always love. There's always love. There is always someone for somebody. Again, it's about how you choose and how you treat yourself and how you take care of yourself. And I have this energy that's sort of, you know, just heal that heart. And healing doesn't mean you got to put it all together. It's about, you know, have gratitude for who you are. Take care of you. You know, you're important. You know, health. Yeah.
How awesome. So what have we got? Hello, ladies. Connie, I need a card, please, just for some guidance with home stuff. Some stuff going on in the home. Connie's asking if we can, you know, if you could draw a card to give us some guidance on that. Connie, Connie's from Connie's from the Spiritist Journey community, so Margie does know.
I need some guidance with some home stuff. Okay. Stay optimistic. Things are going to stop holding it all on your shoulders. Drop it to the earth. Yeah, I know you know this, Connie. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it may be easier said than done, but if you keep doing and dropping those barriers and expanding that energy, it will start to shift and it will change. I know it will change.
Yeah.
Is this personally for you or is it for family? I love you too. Love you both. So home stuff is like, is it home stuff for you? Okay. All right. Well, you know, like Michelle can draw a card on that.
Yes.
Because I know it's crazy how I know everything's going to be okay, but when we're in the midst of the BS, you know, don't carry it. It's not yours to carry. I know your mum, and there will be definitely dramatic changes in a real great way as soon as you surrender it and stop looking for an answer for it, because it has to play out. It's in the contract. It's in the journey.
Yeah, that's right. There's no avoiding. There's no avoiding that. And that's the thing, Margie, nothing's in the way. Everything is on the way. So we don't, you know, look, we don't want to feel the pain of the difficulties that come along, you know, from out there. But the bottom line is, if you're not welcoming the pain, then you're actually also, you know, the minute we plug up the pain of a situation, we're also plugging up the potential happiness that situation will generate after we've dealt with it. So it's really important to be open to the pain, because the pain is just the other side of the coin of, you know, good times, bad times, up, down, negative, positive. So it's really important to embrace that.
Divine magic. There's lots of magic around you. You can say, I don't mind. That's not my story to tell, hun. So, you know, it's all cool. I know, like, you'll understand what we're saying.
And I've got what Margie was saying, I've got treat yourself. The angels ask that you take some time out purely for yourself today. Rejuvenate your soul.
Yeah. So when you go and do something for you, drop the mind stuff. Leave that. You can't control. And that's what we do as mums. We have this mechanism that's been brought into us, into our DNA and from lineage, that we have to fix everything, and we have this thing that we've got to like get it right and make sure everyone's okay, where, you know, it's huge to stand back and go, okay, this is their journey. Allow them to make choices, allow them to actually sort it out themselves, and we're here because it's very empowering for them. Then they're not, you know, they look for us for answers. And I know my middle daughter, who's in high school, is like, well, she'll ask me questions, and I'm like, what does your body choose? I always go to the body, because her mind is talking to me, not her body, because her body doesn't judge. Her body doesn't have a point of view. Her body will just do what brings her light. So I'm like, ask your body. And she looks at me just to say, you're weird. And I'm like, thank you. Because it's at the end of it, I wish I had that tool when I was young. And it's never too late to change. It's never too late to to practice the tools and use the conscious muscle to grow.
We might leave that with Connie because she's in the Zoom room. We've only got a minute left on the page, so we might go to Chris Clark. Chris, hello. Can you tell me, please, if I will move in with my daughter's little family, and if so, when do you think that will be? So I guess we would say to Chris, well, you know, we're not really, we're not sort of giving that kind of oracle advice that's going to give you, you know, the exact time and place that everything's going to occur, but there will be a general feel of the energy. Margie, what do you think?
How you be? Yeah, I'm getting that you're a bit more powerful than what you realise than who you are, Chris. And, you know, at times when this stuff happens, there is a sense of desperation of, you know, like as a parent, and, you know, you are empower you, and know that if you empower you and I just can't give you a yes or a no, and this is how it's happening, that is me taking your power away. You know deeply if it's a yes or a no, you know within yourself, and you are more powerful than what you give yourself credit for. And I don't talk about ego power, I talk about energetic power, that you know, it's everything's the opposite of what it appears to be. Sometimes, you know, when your mind is ticky and telling you something that's not real, remember everything's the opposite of what it appears to be, because it usually is.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you so much, Margie. We're at 7:01, so we've run out of time. Isn't that just fantastic, though? We always think that, you know, what will we talk about for the hour, and yet then the hour passes, and
that's gone
you know,
fast.
it goes so quickly. So I hope everybody on the page that you know, you got you know, we can't do all of you on the page, unfortunately. We'd love to connect with each and all of you, though. So we'll pop some links on, you know, on this underneath the video on this post to our wellness community, and to Margie's Spiritist Journey. I know that Mika was asking, how do I get onto a Spiritist Journey? So we're going to pop the links on the post, everybody. We'd love you to come into our communities as well, because, you know, like Spiritual Events Directory, we have all sorts of different things going on that can provide you some insight, some information, you know, some interesting things that can help you grow better, not bitter in life. So thank you so much, Margie. Mwah. Margie will be back,
thank
though.
You.
Yeah,
yes, I will be back. And thank you, everyone that's tuned in. Grateful. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Spiritual Events Directory. We are out of here.